Football family. It's your boy Solomon again, back with another video. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to all our subscribers. As many of you that are subscribing, liking, thank you so much. We've enjoyed a lot of time last year, and I hope that we do better this year. Don't forget, it's time for another sporting roundup over the weekend. We're going to talk about events that's taking place in football generally along the world. I'm just about to give you couple of minutes. I'm just going to be giving you some juicy football stories, on that, just like we do on this channel. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and share this content. Also, don't forget to leave your comment, as your comment matters to us. Now, let me just drop all this long intro and move into the real football. And yesterday there was a lot of football, and some couple of days ago there has been football. During the holiday, some of the various leagues that we have as kind of they've gone on a short break like that, for a long time, and probably many of them will be resuming in January. But that does not stop some of the league which continue to play, like the English Premier League now. And then we also have some leagues. So I'll be looking at some basic game, some big games among the games that took place between the 1st of January to this particular day in time when I'm recording this video. So quickly, I'm going to be starting quickly with the game between Brentford and Arsenal. The game between Brentford, that one ended 1-3 in favor of Arsenal. I wasn't able to see all the match, but I was able to join only the second half of the game. So, going into the game, we were already one goal down. So on my way to go and watch the game, that was when I saw that Gabriel Jesus equalized, and then it was half time. I got to join the game, and before I even got to the stadium for the second half, I think Marino scored very, very early, and then the Martinelli goal. Now, generally, I've said this concerning Arsenal. It's actually going to be a tough task for them to catch that Liverpool, because right now Liverpool is on top form, and they are not looking like that. They are looking like the only team that is set, to play the Premier League this season. Now, in that game, Arsenal was not as potent as they should, because it is obvious that we still need more firepower in that front line. That game was not that good for Martin Odegaard. But kudos to their defense, kudos to their goalkeeper. A lot of people, came into that particular game, and they actually, only few people actually did well in that game. And for me, what it says is, in order for Liverpool, if Arsenal will have to catch Liverpool with the rate of form that Salah is at the moment, I think Arsenal has a lot to do, and I think they need to go into the transfer market and do something about it. We'll still be talking about that video. What Arsenal's manager is saying, that he doesn't need a player that is okay with that squad. With that squad, you have to be smoking that thing if you are telling me that you want to, compete with Liverpool using that particular squad. There are also some big games I want to talk about before I move on into other news, and that is in the Scottish League. Something strange. I wouldn't say strange, but there was a derby game in the Scottish League. That yesterday, I think some couple of days ago, that is yesterday, and you have Rangers beating Celtic. Although Rangers are home, they gave Celtic 3-0, and I'll tell you the reason why. Now, Rangers, that was a derby game, and everybody was expecting Celtic to win that game, and suddenly it was not just a lucky game. It ended 3-0 in favor of Rangers. There are other games that also took place. We have Dundee 1, Dundee United 2. I don't know how two Dundees, they follow themselves play. Dundee 1, Dundee United 2, Aberdeen 1, Ross County 2, Hearts 1, Motherwell 0, Kilmarnock 2, St Mirren 1, Rangers 3, Celtic 0, St John's 1, and Iberian 1. That game ended in a draw. We also have some other results in the league too, just like I mentioned, like Gillingham 0, Bromley 3, Newport 1, Wimbledon 2. And those are the games that actually took place so far, at least the major game that took place in the beginning of the year so far. Now, we are going to be moving on to the games that are taking place this weekend. That is Premier League. So I'll be giving you my analysis on the game, and I'll also be giving you my prediction for that game. Then don't forget, for those of us that are in the prediction league, don't forget to leave your own prediction in the comment of this video. If you want to join the league to win 20,000 naira at the end of the season, just join the prediction league. Just make your prediction to the games that have been predicted, that has been listed here in this video. So I'm going to run through all the leagues. I'm going to mention all the leagues that we will be picking. That's when I'll be putting my prediction on. Then I will read out every other match that we have for that weekend. So on Saturday, the first prediction game that we are playing will be Tottenham against Newcastle. Now Tottenham, we all know they are struggling at the moment. Now I read recently that Udogie is also injured, meaning that out of the defense that they don't even have at all, now they have lost Udogie and they are playing against a resurgence Newcastle that is actually ready to win games at the moment. So Newcastle is on form at the moment, and for me, I'm giving that game 1-2 to Newcastle. I believe Newcastle is in form and they are likely they will beat Tottenham in that game. I'm giving Newcastle 2, Tottenham 1. Now the next game on our prediction table is the game between Crystal Palace and Chelsea. Crystal Palace and Chelsea. We all know that Chelsea has dropped form in recent times, and there has been argument on the fact that it was just the fact that Chelsea is on form. But let me just say this: Chelsea is not just on form; they are on form, but that team also has quality. So I still feel what happened to them in those couple of games that they have lost so far is because they actually, and it's normal for a team that is building, they will have that ups and downs, they will have that misunderstanding, they will have that slow slip up sometimes, but they are still very good, and I still do not take them out of the title race because I believe, yes, Corey might be saying that being in title race you cannot draw that kind of a game. Forget, this team is good. You cannot spend over £1.5 billion on the squad and you expect that squad not to be quality. Now I tell you, I'm not cutting Chelsea any slack. Like I said, I'm not cutting Chelsea any slack. Chelsea will still be there or thereabout, and that is their next game is against Crystal Palace at home. And I don't care whatever anybody will say. I think Chelsea will beat Crystal Palace 1-2. I think Chelsea will beat Crystal Palace 1-2. Crystal Palace too are just struggling. They won their last game, but I see Chelsea beating them 1-2. Now, moving to the next game, which is City against West Ham United. Now, West Ham United are poor and they have been rubbish. Everybody has been beating them. They have been up here, and I think City will continue their winning run. They won their last game, and I see them winning again in their next game against West Ham. West Ham don't have what it takes to hold on to Man City. So personally, that is for me. Don't forget, leave your own comment, leave your own prediction in the comment section. So I think it's going to end. Manchester City at the Etihad will lead 3, and then West Ham will be 1. That is 3-1 to Manchester City. Moving to the big game of the weekend for me, and that is the game between Brighton and Arsenal. Now, it is very, very obvious. Brighton has been very, very good at home. That they have been claiming points, even though they've been terrible away, but they are very, very good at home. And considering the fact that Jurgen Timber is on 5 yellow cards, and definitely mean he will be missing that particular game, so automatically means we are likely to see Thomas Partey at right back again, and which many of the Arsenal fans at the moment do not want. Even me personally, I don't want to see Thomas Partey playing the right back because it doesn't give us that kind of balance that I expected. So automatically, I'm expecting that game to be a tough one. But at this point, Arsenal does not have that chance or that luxury of dropping point. So if Arsenal will be dropping points at this point, any other drop point means the end of this title race. Just give the league to Liverpool at the moment. Just give the league to Liverpool. So for me, they can't afford, even though the game is going to be tough, I'm still expecting them to sneak away. So I'll be giving my prediction for Arsenal and Arsenal and Brighton and Wolves to be 1-2. I will just go say 1-2. Brighton 1, Arsenal 2. Don't forget, the first leg of that game ended 1-1 draw, where Arsenal got the red card, and they have to go back and make sure they get a point in that game. They have to win all 3 points in that game. And moving to the biggest game of the weekend, which is the final game in our prediction. So the final game in our prediction, that is going to be Liverpool against Manchester United. Liverpool against Manchester United. Look, at the moment, I'm telling you, the only thing that can stop Liverpool at this moment, not to not to win this league is if anything happens to Mo Salah. Like Mo Salah, Trent Arnold, and some of the guys are actually on form at the moment, and I don't see them dropping soon if those players are there. So for me, I will not give up on the league. I expect that Arsenal should still fight to the end. But right now, with the presence of Mo Salah, I don't think that anything special, can come out if Arsenal does not keep winning. Arsenal just needs to keep, winning that game if they want to win that league. They need to keep winning. But right now, we're talking about Liverpool, Man City, Liverpool and Manchester United. For me, I don't think Manchester United are not playing well at the moment, and I'm not expecting anything that they slap up. I think they will slap up Manchester United. They will humiliate Manchester United, but I am open to any shock. Right now, as an Arsenal fan, I'm open to any shock. But I'll be giving it to Liverpool at I believe 3-0 to Liverpool. Now, the table goes, for the moment, at the standing moment, you have Liverpool on top, we have Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City, Bournemouth, Fulham, Aston Villa, Brighton, Spurs, Brentford, West Ham, United sitting at 14, Crystal Palace, Everton, Wolves, Leicester, Ipswich, and Leicester. And then Southampton. These are the people, this is how we are, what we have on the standing of the Premier League. Now, moving to other leagues. Now, I will be talking about some of the other leagues. Like we'll be starting with the La Liga. Now, in the Spanish La Liga, there are games between Valencia and Real Madrid. We have Real Vallecano versus Celta Vigo. We have Valladolid versus Real Betis. We have Sevilla versus Valencia. We have Atletico Madrid versus Osasuna. We have Alaves versus Girona. We have Espanyol versus Leganes. We have Las Palmas versus Getafe. Am I right? Yeah. And then Real Sociedad versus Villarreal. Now, Barcelona, I don't think Barcelona is having a game until, I don't know, let me look at it again. Barcelona. I think they are playing. Okay, they played one game ahead, so I guess Madrid is playing today. Of the outsiders on a Friday, and this play on Friday. Then they have other games for the weekend. And in that league, for me, I think Madrid, Barcelona are struggling at the moment. They are even having issues with some of them, which we will get into later in this video. Now, those are the fixtures we have for the Spanish La Liga, and the one we'll be looking at is Valencia against Real Madrid. Let's see if Real Madrid can keep up their winning run. We also have Atletico Madrid, who will be playing Osasuna. So we'll be expecting and be looking forward to see if Atletico Madrid will maintain their lead in the top of the La Liga. Now we have the league, the standing to be Atletico Madrid is first, we have Real Madrid second, Barcelona, third, Atletico Bilbao fourth, Villarreal fifth, Mallorca sixth, Real Sociedad seventh, Girona eighth, Betis nine, Osasuna 10, Celta Vigo 11, Real Vallecano 12, Las Palmas 13, Sevilla 14, 15 Leganes, 16 Alaves, 17 Getafe, 18 Espanyol, 19 Valencia, and 20 Real Valladolid. So we have 3 teams looking in the direction will be Espanyol, Valencia, and Valladolid. So Real Madrid has no choice than to beat up or slap up Valencia if they actually want to get something from this league. They need to keep up winning, just like I said. Now moving to the Italian, Serie A. We have the following games taking place over this weekend. We have Venza against Empoli. We have Verona against Udinese. We have Lecce against Girona. We have Roma against Lazio. We have Fiorentina against Napoli. We have Monza against Cagliari. We have Torino against Parma. Now, these are the games coming up in the league. Don't forget, yesterday, I think Atlanta and Inter played in their Coppa Italia, and Atlanta lost 2-0 to Inter. Inter is at home. I don't know if there's a tournament for that. I'll check, but I think Atlanta are out of the cup, if I'm not mistaken. I know they lost 2-0. I don't know if it's double leg, but I'm expecting them that they have lost in that game. But now going back to the league, those are the fixture we have for the match day 19. Now, don't forget the standing. The standing looks like this. We have Atlanta on top, Napoli second, Inter have played a game less and they are third. We have Lazio, then we have Fiorentina, we have Juventus, Bologna, AC Milan, Udinese, Roma, Torino, Empoli, Genoa, Parma in number 14, Como in number 15, that is Cesc Fabregas' team. You have Verona in 16, 17 is Leeds, 18 is Cagliari, 19 is Venza, and 20 is Monza. Monza, Venza, and Cagliari are last on the table and are facing relegation. Moving straight to the next league, and that is the German Bundesliga. And now there are crunch game over there in the German Bundesliga. We have Dortmund facing Leverkusen. We have Freiburg and Holstein Kiel. We have Mainz 05 versus Bochum. We have Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Munich. We have Augsburg versus Stuttgart. We have St. Pauli versus Etienne Frankfurt. We have Hoffenheim versus Wolfsburg. We have Edenheim versus Union Berlin. We have RB Leipzig versus Werder Bremen. Now that is what we have for the German Bundesliga. Now it's not stopping at that. You have the league table to fall. The league table falling for starting with Bayern Munich on top of the league with 36 points. Bayern Munich on top, followed by Leverkusen, Etienne Frankfurt, Leipzig, Mainz 05, Dortmund, Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach, FC Freiburg, then VfB Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Union Berlin, Augsburg in number 13, FC St. Pauli in number 14, 15 is Hoffenheim, and then you have 16, 17, 18 composed of Edenheim, Holstein Kiel, and Bochum, all sitting in the relegation spot, and that is what we have for the German Bundesliga. Now we're now moving away from the European League. Whatever we make ourselves, we are looking at European League. Now we need to look at the Nigerian Premier League. Now the Nigerian Premier League has been put on hold for a while. I know they are not fixture at the moment, but let me just pull up straight to the last result and the match day 19th, and then what are those things we are the table for the Nigerian Premier League. Now we have Bayelsa United, Akwa United winning away from home against Bayelsa United 0-1. We have Niger Tornadoes 0, Enugu Rangers 1, Lobi Stars 0, Atlant 0, Shooting Stars 1, Kwara United 0, Rivers United 1, Plateau United 1, Air Academy Warriors 1, Kano Pillars 0. We have Ikorodu City 2, Sunshine Star 1, Katsina United 1, Nasarawa United 0, Remo Stars 2, Akwa United 1, and Eyimba of Aba 0, Bendel Insurance 0. Those are the fixtures we have with the last fixtures for the Nigerian Premier League, and the league is sitting this way with match day 19 play. We have Remo Stars at top of the league with 36 points, Rivers United 34 points, Shooting Stars 33 points, Enugu Rangers 31 points, Air Academy Warriors 29 points, Ikorodu United 28 points, Abia Warriors 27 points, Kano Pillars 25 points, Eyimba 24 points, even though they have played games less than every other person. Niger Tornadoes is 10th with 24 points. Bayelsa United is 11th, 24 points. Kwara United 12th with 23 points. Katsina United 13 with 23 points. Atlant 14 with 22 points. Bendel Insurance 15th with 21 points. Also 16th with Sunshine Stars with 21 points. You have Plateau United 20 points, Lobi Stars 20 points, Kwara United 19 points, and Nasarawa United 19 points. So you have in the relegation zone, you have 4 teams in the relegation zone: Plateau United, Lobi Stars, Akwa United, and Nasarawa United. Now still on Nigerian Premier League, now to give us some juicy news about Nigerian Premier League. Now, the first one I'll talk about is the biggest, the next big name in the Nigerian Premier League, and that is the person of Rabiu Abdullahi. That is the next big name in the Nigerian Premier League. Now, don't also forget there is also Mustafa Adams, who plays for Shooting Star, and the guy has been a free kick mystery. Don't forget, he has been coiling in free kicks left and right. Now, there's another news in the Nigerian Premier League. See on the news, we talk about NPFL has decided that this 2025 season, NPFL has said they are going to player salary are going to be looked into. And they actually, I think that needs to be done. In the Nigerian Premier League, they need to improve the salary. Now, NPFL sanctions Ikorodu City, once Ogunbote over outburst, the issue that happened in that arena. Now, another one, you have NPFL queries Akwa United over the threat of broadcasting partners. Now, that's one thing that the challenge I think we need to know in Nigerian Premier League. The challenge that you don't never can tell anything, beating of referees, doing a lot of things. If our league can be a little bit more organized, I believe that things will be better. In other news, we also heard that Warri Wolf beats Crown FC 2-0, and we have Adamawa KB United lost. Adamawa and KB United lost at home. We also have Eyimba, comes back to play draw with Zamalek. They played, they were down by 2 goals at first, and then they collide. Now, Ogunbote was accused of breaching protocol recently in the Nigerian Premier League, and so I guess he has been warned. Rivers United, they claim NPFL top spot. I already mentioned that. BetKing has also decided to sponsor Ikorodu United. Don't forget, they are on top of the league, and Southeast in throne of now on this issue. I think the sport facility in Nigeria needs to be improved. I've mentioned it before. We need to improve it so that somebody like us who wants to watch the Nigerian Premier League can also watch Nigerian Premier League. And lastly, moving away from that news, I'm talking about Egbe Akani commended Aluo on Sports Administrator of the Year award. That one is a general. That will be the news from the Nigerian Premier League. Now let's move to transfer news and transfer updates. Now I'm going to start with Omo. Has become a free agent, or will become a free agent if Barcelona do not find their way. Now, Barcelona remain confident about doing a deal with La Liga to register Omo, but club across Europe, including Premier Leagues, are watching the event closely. Now, 26-year-old Barcelona joined Barcelona from RB Leipzig in August for a reported of 60 million euros, that's £12 million, but the Catalan club could only register him for the half of the season as they struggle to meet the wage restriction. I don't know how Barcelona is getting away with this thing in this modern day football, but anyway, moving on from that, we also have Crystal Palace are also interested, in signing El Hadji Diop, not the old one, but the new El Hadji Diop. That's actually his name. I'm not even the new El Hadji Diop. That's actually his name is El Hadji Malik Diop. According to, but he's a 19-year-old and he plays he plays left wing back. He plays left wing back. That is the news coming up. Don't forget, we'll be giving you all these things. Now we also have Aston Villa has confirmed that Lewis Dobbins has returned from his loan at West Bromwich Albion and will immediately join Norwich until the end of the season. That one has been confirmed. And then we have the next one, which is Marcus. If we are talking about transfer, there's no way we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Marcus Rashford. Now, Marcus Rashford is still looking at his options to leave Manchester United. Now, but this is the condition that Rashford is trying to, look at. He wants a situation where he's able to play in a top club where he will still be able to play for England. So he's not willing to go to Saudi Arabia or any other club to go and collect money. It's all about, for him, it's all about playing in a good place, to ensure and secure his England career. We also have Kevin De Bruyne is also is a free, he's a free agent now. He's a free agent and he's willing to leave. So Pep has said that it's not left to me. He knows that the club are making arrangements and it's not okay. Do you think Kevin De Bruyne would stay at City and at this point in time? Do you think don't you think Man City is a sinking ship that all the players will start jumping overboard and escaping? Let's see by the end of January. Let's see what happened. Now moving, Pep Guardiola has spoken to his club in January. That he has Pep Guardiola, the Manchester City boss. We have Pep on January transfer plan. He said it won't be easy. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola has spoken to the club's January transfer plan. Spoken on the January transfer plan during his pre-match press conference ahead of facing West Ham on Saturday. He said, "I don't know right now." He said it is not easy and won't be easy. Maybe we'll sign one. The club has to be wise. Don't do it just to add players. I don't know if it will be possible. Now, at this moment, do you think City can do without having to sign a player? For me, I think they actually need to, because their midfield is being outrun at the moment. What do you think about that? Put it in the comment section. Don't forget to smash the like on the video, subscribe, as we'll be giving you the news back to back. Now, that is that for Manchester City. We also continue with Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe responding and saying Isak is not going anywhere. Isak is not going anywhere. So I'm sorry to break the news to Arsenal fans. I'm sorry, but even though I myself am disappointed, but for crying out loud, this guy has responded to Mahrez said, maybe he's likely to leave. He said, no, this guy is not going anywhere. And to be honest, nobody will have that kind of a player at the moment. Will want to lose that kind of a player at the moment. So let's see how it's going to go. And not even in January, but to many Arsenal fans who are expecting Arsenal to actually pick Isak, I don't know how you plan to do that. But anyway, let's see how it goes. Now, Chelsea has just confirmed that Chelsea will be active in this month. Let me tell you something. James Cole, a reporter, just said, we just assume they will be active based on what they have done since Todd Boehly, since the coming in of that big money. So Chelsea, I don't know. I don't think it will be possible, but I think Chelsea will not sit down. I think they want a striker, and I think they will try to see if they can get a striker. Now, they are more likely to, they are more open to exit than incoming. But I don't think Chelsea will. I think Chelsea, as we all know them, I think they will still come up and try to go into the transfer market. Now, moving on to the team on top of the Premier League, Arne Slot. Now, Arne Slot is in fine form, so there's nothing bad you can say about Liverpool at the moment. The only thing you can say at the moment is, would they be able to stop Trent Alexander-Arnold from going to Real Madrid, and would Salah stay and extend his contract? For me, as an Arsenal fan, I don't want them to extend his contract. That is me personally. I want Trent Alexander-Arnold to go to Real Madrid or go to any other club, because they are my rival at the moment. So for me, let's see how that questions will be answered. Don't forget that Trent and Salah are both free to talk to clubs from abroad from the end in this January. Now, the same thing, Eddie Howe also has mentioned that both Guimaraes and Isak, no go area, don't touch. That is that for that. Now, Arsenal fan, I need you to comment on this. Mikel Arteta has just said, in many of the news, and they said, I am happy with the players I have and unlikely to make a striker move. Don't we need a striker? What do we do to this Arteta's case? I don't need a striker. He's telling us that he's happy with his squad. Do you think Arsenal's squad is good enough to challenge Liverpool at the moment? Let me know in the comment section. Because Arteta claimed signing a new striker this month will not be enough to deliver Arsenal the Premier League title, and believes that his side's form in front of goal is a proof that he does not need to splash the cash. that he does not need to splash his car. Can you see that Arteta has been started to I don't know. But I still feel even if you won't get a striker, you actually need to get someone to look into that forward. We need players forward. We know that Gabriel is starting to score goals. Martinelli is starting to score goals, but we still need more firepower if we will compete with Liverpool. Now, another story for the Arsenal fan, and that is this story. I want to know your opinion concerning this story. Mikel Arteta has said that it's possible for Partey and Jorginho to leave on a free. Don't forget, their contract expired. We need to sign them up now, or else they are free to talk to other clubs now, as they are. Now, Mikel Arteta has admitted that midfield duo Jorginho and Thomas Partey could leave Arsenal for free next summer. Both players are contracted at the end of the season, and when asked about their situation ahead of the game against Brighton, he said, with their situation in the contract, it's a possibility. He said it is about close communication with them to understand the idea about what they want to do and what our intentions are, then decide for everyone what the best option are. So I think they are leaving it open that, for me, I would have expected Jorginho, yes, you can leave to give you room to sign other players. But for Thomas Partey, I think you will give Thomas Partey 1+1 because right now at the moment, I think he's on form. I can actually say he's almost like the best midfielder that we have in the team. So, Arsenal fan, what do you think concerning Partey and Jorginho? Should they get a contract extension or should their contract be terminated? Leave that in the comment section. Now, back to some other transfer news. We see that Celtic is pursuing a deal for Arsenal's Kieran Tierney. Don't forget, Arsenal signed Tierney from them a couple of years ago, and right now the guy is finding it very difficult to get into the team as the team has moved up from the league, and that doesn't really fancy him. So I think Celtic are pushing for that. They are exploring a loan move in this transfer with expected and said expected to contact Arsenal and to begin negotiation. Do you think Tierney should leave? Do you think Arsenal should keep him? Because at the moment, I don't think he's going to get games at the moment. Miles Kelly, MLS is actually playing better, and I don't think he's getting into the squad anytime soon. And to Liverpool fans, and it's not as said he's not bothered about the links of Real Madrid with Trent. All he cares about is the league. He's focused on the league. And whether conversation of whether Trent is going to Madrid, he said he's not bothered about that. He said what is important to him is keeping on winning. And do you think that is the right attitude? Do you think he should be concerned and should be worried about keeping his best player? What do you think, Liverpool fan? Put it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the video. That will be all of our roundup for this weekend. Don't forget, leave your predictions for those games that we just mentioned. That is the game between I want to keep talking about the game that we need to predict if you want to predict. These games include number 1, Tottenham against Newcastle. Number 2, Crystal Palace against Chelsea. Number 3, Brighton against Arsenal. Number 4, Liverpool versus Manchester United. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and do the needful. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope that this year brings joy, peace to your homes. Don't forget to smash the like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.